I want to welcome you back to Black Site, and tonight we're going to talk about Indiana Attorney General, a Republican, Curtis Hill being suspended for 30 days for groping white women at a party. Curtis Hill, a distinguished member of the Indiana Bar, has been given 30 days by the Indiana Supreme Court for suspension, but there have been many people in Indiana calling for him to resign as Attorney General. He's the first black Attorney General of the state of Indiana. Curtis Hill was married to a white woman. He has a huge family with a white woman, and I guess at this party he had too much to drink, and all these white women came forward saying that he sexually harassed them. So now, after getting the 30-day suspension, he loses support from the Indiana governor. Many people in the state legislature, they want him to resign from his duties as Attorney General. But you see how different they treat Curtis Hill from the Vice President, former Vice President Joe Biden. Joe Biden has been groping women for the last 40 years in Congress. We know what he has done to Tara Reid. We know what he has done to many others while in his position as Senator of Delaware. We just saw NPR had interviewed several women in his office, and they said Joe was giving them unwanted touches. But you see people like Nancy Pelosi, you see people like Stacey Abrams, the mayor, Keisha Knight Bottoms of Atlanta, Kamala Harris, all support white zaddy so they can get that vice presidential position. But when it comes to a black man, the hammer comes down on the nail. You must resign as quick as possible. See, I don't care if he's a Republican or Democrat. The only thing is that you're a black man. And he calls this himself. You must carry yourself in a professional manner when you a black man, especially in party positions. That's why I tell young people, if you at a party and it's predominantly white, don't drink the liquor. Because if you drink the liquor, you say something inappropriate to any of those women at that party, they can use it against you and get you fired. And this is what happened to this man, Curtis Hill. His career is over with. They will get rid of him in the state of Indiana. But he made a mistake that he should not have made. He's an older man. He should know the rules to the game. Once he got that position as Attorney General in Indiana, one of the most racist states in the country, you know damn well they was waiting for him to trip over that wire. And he tripped over the wire. And these white women are using it against him. I bet you these are a bunch of liberal white women who never wanted to see a Republican in that position, especially a black man. And we know when it comes to a black man and a white woman, all she has to do is scream fire. And you will not have that position anymore. And this is what happened to Curtis Hill. See, we haven't learned our lesson on how to deal with white people, especially white women, the most dangerous person in this country. How many times in history has this white woman had black men killed, lynched, whatever the hell you want to call it, they have done to us? They are the handmaidens to the white man. Don't ever let them forgive you that they are poor, docile minority. They are not. Whenever they can use against you to take you down, they took Curtis Hill down. And as a Republican, he finally had his nigger moment. He thought that those white Republicans was going to support him. No, they not going to support you when you put your hands on Becky, his woman. You will see how quickly they will turn against you. And that's how quickly they have turned against Curtis Hill. Curtis Hill is saying he will appoint somebody to his position for 30 days. That's what he believes that the state Supreme Court has done. But there are many in Indiana saying that's not enough. He's the chief law enforcement officer of Indiana, and if he cannot work in that position, he should resign, and maybe the deputy attorney general should take over that position, which he feels right now. So there's going to be a divide between him and the government of Indiana to see if he keeps his position as attorney general, but I doubt it. There's going to be too much pressure on him, and without support of the Republican Party, there's no way he can stand in that position and do his job the way it needs to be done as attorney general in that state. So they probably already have someone laying in wait right now to take his position. This scandal has engulfed Indiana, and he is the primary center of this investigation. And even though if he comes back in 30 days, the people of Indiana will not have faith in him as Attorney General. Attorney General is a powerful position because this is just not a partisan issue. This has to do with sexual harassment, and you know how women feel about that issue, especially when it comes to a black man. He's not going to have a rally behind him like many Republicans would have if it was a partisan issue. This will cross both lines. They will say we can put somebody else in there, and now Curtis Hill will feel the wrath of the citizens and the legislators of Indiana. This is why, as a black man, we must always, I repeat, we must always keep ourselves together. When we are at parties, any other, like I said, any other engagements, that is mostly white people. Because you will be watched, especially when it comes to their women. And this should be another lesson learned. I don't care how many times you're around Becky. She can be your best friend today and call the police tomorrow. And when she calls that police officer on you, your career is over. Not only is your career over, you could be in jail. She's the most powerful woman in America. And she and many others have just destroyed your career. This is sad because when you become Attorney General, the next step is running for governor. And he had that opportunity with the faith of the people of Indiana, especially as a Republican, and Indiana is a Republican state. So his career, his path before him was written out for him. And he will be possibly the last black attorney general in Indiana for what he has done. He had a chance to write his ticket to the governor's mansion or possibly the United States Senate. That's how powerful a position attorney general, because it's a position in which you can launch your career within state or federal politics. And Curtis Hill blew it. How does Curtis Hill come back from this? There's no way he can come back from this. He's not Joe Biden, in which the Democrats feel Joe Biden could have did anything and he will still be the presumptive nominee of the Democrat Party. And as a black man, you don't have that cover in the United States. This man right here is going to be the poster child for not how to act when you are in politics. Him and that fool down in Florida, the one that got caught in a hotel room with his drawers off. These two will be seen as the poster child for political failure. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and share. this video.